Well, hello, gang. Hello there. Come on down, kids. Come on down. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm setting a timer so I don't end up going for like 3 hours and then going to bed way too late. Because sometimes I just get really carried away with this, guys. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I set a timer for 1 hour. You see that? 1 hour. I'm going to sleep at 9:30. Well, I could probably go to sleep a little later. I don't have appointments till like noon, so we're good. We're good. What's up, everyone? Where are you guys checking in from? You guys ready for some rage? We're gonna gently rage together. Everyone, just take a nice ragey deep breath, real gentle like. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Where you checking in from? How was your day? What's going on in your world? From Utah. Oh, you ready to rage? That's what I like your style. Let's rage gently inside our hearts. I had a fucking great day, guys. Let me just tell you. Oh man, it was a good one. Did anybody catch that ridiculous as shit live today? I'm all sunburned from that because I was only wearing some little shorts and my legs are a little bit, there's a little heat on the legs, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, you were there for the, I gotta do that now that it's getting a little warmer. It's been cold, you know, I mean, I know you guys see all the sunny stuff, me running around in the sun, but it's cold, you know, it's like 60 degrees sometimes. Like, people could die of exposure in that. I could die. My nipples were hard as rocks. But I think we definitely need to, and Sarah wants to get in on that too. I just gotta be careful because she's gonna get us banned from TikTok. I guarantee it. She just gets kind of rowdy sometimes, you know? You had snow in DC. What's that like? I know it's cold. I've heard of it. I've touched it before. I've made snowballs. I've sledded. I've snowboarded. But I don't honestly, I don't get that whole living in the snow thing. I had to drive in the snow once. Down a mountain. It was terrifying, honestly. I followed a big semi. Just stayed right in his tracks. Everyone was skidding out. It was like when it snows in the mountains around San Diego, all of the San Diegans are like, yay, let's go in the snow. And then it just jams up the poor little mountain towns. Oh. I was up in Big Bear and we were trying to get out. There was a legit big snowstorm coming. We were trying to get out and all the traffic, everybody got stuck going down the mountain and the roads were not plowed and there was a good 2-3 inches of fresh snow on the ground, and I've never seen so many cars skidded out and crashed on the side of the road, just all in the ditch. Just here goes one in the ditch, and then here goes another smashing into that one and smashing into that one. And I'm with my wife and a couple kids in the car. You know, they're littles too, and I'm we're gonna die. This is not good. So I was just laser focused. And luckily a few people skidded out. They were driving like fucking idiots, and nobody had chains on because we were all trying to get out first. And I got behind the car in front of me that was driving an absolute numbnuts. I'm you are making bad choices with your momentum and things like that. And luckily not luckily for them, they skidded out and went into the ditch, which allowed me to get behind this big semi who knew exactly what he was about. And I just followed his tracks down the mountain, and my legs were so cramped up, my arms were so cramped up. By the time we got down, I literally was I can't move my right leg because I was just so oh God, it was horrible. I never want to do that again. Hey, what's up? Did I miss the kumbaya? No, we just got going. We're gonna kumbaya this shit hard. You guys ready? I don't actually know kumbaya, but I'll play you some music and stuff. How's the experience, treating it human experience? Oh, let me tell you about today, okay? If you saw any of my videos today, first, I hadn't done a video much. Wait, what day was yesterday? Saturday? I didn't do not a single video, I don't think. No, I didn't. I was just kind of vibing with the kids. I was a little bit tired, honestly. I was kind of just ugh. I was drained. I didn't make any videos, but I hung out with the kids. That was nice. Like, good focus time with them. Didn't spend any time on TikTok really. And I woke up today and I was still feeling a little drained. And I was like, damn it. And then I kind of got judgy on myself. I was like, I got to make some videos, you know, for the people. Because I love doing it and I love how it gets you guys all happy and stuff. And then I was all just, my hair was all whacked. I woke up late. The time changed on me. I wasn't paying attention. Apparently, daylight savings time, and I lost an hour, and I woke up and I was all disoriented. I didn't know where I was. Somebody saved some daylight, apparently. Those assholes, they always screwed up. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make a video about how it's okay to not be on your game. And then as soon as I made that video, I realized that I had been judging myself, like all subtle like. And I felt better. And I took a shower. And I was like ready to go. And I put the tiny shorts on because it was a beautiful day. They were beautiful tiny shorts. If you were here for the live earlier, you would know. And then I was just feeling really good. I got to and then Sarah came over, and honestly, we were both tired from this week. She's a real busy mom. She has her kids full time and works and is just a badass, and then has been booking all the calls for me for emotional alchemy stuff, and is planning on coming in next month as a coach for that, which is going to be phenomenal. She's amazing. And we were just going to take a nap. We're like, let's do just a slow Sunday sex and a nap. Like, keep it cool. But then I went and like got a whole bunch of flowers. I bought so many, there's like 4 vases of flowers around my house because I just wanted it to be real nice for her. And I bought all the fancy fruit and the fancy cheeses. Some delicious little treats and stuff, olives. And I came home and I was like all pumped. By the time I did that, I was all pumped up. Let's fucking roll. And then she comes in and I'm doing my thing, you know, making it all cute. And then that got her going. We only slept for 15 minutes the whole day. We were supposed to be sleeping for a long time. But I put the little rug out in the grass in the front yard. Now keep in mind, it's like not really a regular front yard. It's not like a town. It's like this funky little ranch house in the back of this property, so it's pretty secluded and like nobody can really see. I mean, definitely if my neighbors Doug had walked out in his backyard, he could have seen us, but we just ended up, we were just like topless out there eating some fruit and like feeding each other berries and things. We never made it in the house. It was great. And then I did a live after that, just the tiny shorts. Like lounging. The chickens were out. I was feeding them grapes. Oh, it was the most ridiculous live. Someone's was here for that live. Who else was here for that live? It was the most ridiculous live I've ever done. I downloaded it and I watched a little bit of it and I was like, sweet Jesus, Daniel. I was like, I love you, dude. You're incredible. You know? You were there. Yeah. A few of you guys were there. It was outrageous. Honestly, and Sarah are like, we legit are like, we're starting an OnlyFans, even though neither one of us are like into like porn or anything like that, but we're like, people need to see this. People need to like see what real like connected, like beautiful love is, like just being with each other. And I think it's gonna happen. We were so out of our brains and just into each other that Sarah tried to make a video. She like set her phone up and she never hit record. What are you gonna do? It was a good day though. You know what I'm saying? It was a good day. Yeah, topless Daniel unlocked. I was just little shortsing it up. I'm kind of sunburnt from all that sun. My legs are a little toasted after being out for a long time. I really should have worked up to that instead of staying outside in the sun for a few hours, but luckily it wasn't like massive UV today, so. You back off, Gatorade flavors. All right, let's double check. Do we got any cops in here? I need to know what I'm allowed to talk about and what not. Here, let me just We're gonna burn some Palo Santo. Get any of those cop vibes out of here. Because sometimes I can't talk about some things if the cops are here. Does anyone know any flavors of the Gatorades? You guys know the drill. All right. When do they start putting Gatorade in the can? No, this is a kombucha from my trip to the store to buy treats for Sarah and I. This one's left over. There. We'll get the... It's only good vibes now because I burned Palo Santo. See the spirits? God, this stuff smells good. Today we have... Oh, shit. This is Moroccan rose water and lime. I didn't know that. Hibiscus rose. It's made with Moroccan rose water. These fucking hippies, they just... Like, there's literally around the grocery stores around here, there will be a bottle of water, right? It's just a bottle of water and it'll say gluten-free on it. And I'm like, you... God damn it. Like, for real, guys? Is this real? But it's real. People are into it. Play Wonderwall. Oh, I did that one night. I didn't actually know. What's up, Kyle? I didn't actually know the chords to it, but we all figured Wonderwall out together. I think it was Wonderwall. No, maybe it was something else, but we all figured out. Somebody was spitting out the chords and then the lyrics, and I figured it out. We all figured it out together, and it was super cool. Why doesn't Duracell make an energy drink? Damn it, that's a really good... You know, that's a good point. Because you would think... Sarah's here. The lovely Sarah's here, you guys. Sarah, I was just telling about how we tried to film a video today. And we were just having such a good time that you didn't even push record. Hey, Rosie's here too. Hello, Rosie. How are you doing, Rosie? Did you have a good day? I saw your little spin moves at the beach there. Looks like you got a good time. All right. Yeah. Whoa. Well, no. I think. Yeah, that's true about if Duracell made an energy drink. But you would think that battery companies would capitalize on that and make energy drinks. Rosie, I want to know if you had a good day. How was your day? You can let your mom type it out, but... Oh, you did? That's good, that's good. When are you going to come up and hang out? When are we going to go decorate the storm drain? Looks like a bad idea. Sarah in Arabic means joy and delight. I mean... She's... brings me a lot of joy and delight. So, oh, Sarah, I busted out one of these that I gave you. It's really good. Did you know that it's made with Moroccan rose water? I bet you didn't know that when you were drinking it, huh? Sunday for Mama Joe's party. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. That's right. It's my mom's birthday today, you guys. She's 82. She likes to pretend that she's 62. But she's 82. She's getting up there. She's gonna live till she's a billion. It's just the way she does it. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Comments? Things? Well, how was your day? Who had a cool day? What's something that happened that was cool? Okay, I'll just play some stuff. You guys tell us, what was the best part about your day today? I want to know. Something that, anything. Maybe you just like got to pet a cool dog or something like that. Or maybe you got to have delicious berries in the yard and fun. Yeah, great Grammy Evelyn is 105. That is, honestly, that's impressive. You went to a Crystal Hot Springs? That sounds really cool. What was it like? Was it like just hot springs out in the wilderness, or was it kind of spa-like? Got together with some friends, met their kids, played some card games. That's always fun. I love it. Whenever my mom comes up and visits, she always brings games and stuff, cards and things. And the kids and my mom and I all sit down and we play a big dumb card game. It's real cute. Wholesome as fuck, I tell you. You're on a train ride at college for 13 hours, but you made a French professor. Sometimes train rides, man, I need to go on one. Hey, Sarah, you want to take the kids on a big train ride up the coast just for kicks? That'd be cool. I once took a train. Do we have any Russians in here? I mean, I know there's some problems, but I have a lot of really neat Russians that I've met in my life because I spent a little bit of time in Russia. And I once took a train, a Trans-Siberian Railway from Moscow to Tyumen, which is honestly only halfway across the country, and it was 40 hours, this train ride. It was insane. Like, being on the train for 40 hours straight is really something else. Like, you just see all the stuff, and you go into the middle of nowhere. Like, you're just on this train forever, just trees and fields, and you're like, what? Where am I? If this train breaks down out here, if it gets a flat, you know? Like, we're in situation Russia. It was wild. And there was a little babushka that lived on the car. Like, she lived in one of the things, and she made tea for us and stuff, and she swept it up, and it was like her house. She had a bird in a little bird cage. Are you guys getting this vibe? There was rugs and things that she put there, like like it was her house, this train car, that she took care of us in there. It was the wildest thing. Okay, let's see here. Up to slow, yes, Sarah. Yes, let's do that. That would be so cool. Your brain works and keeps these things organized, so please put that in the list. Very euphoric and natural hot tub springs just in the mountains. It was so nice to meditate. That sounds really cool. I'm gonna go to a crystal hot springs. I pulled out a crystal today in case we needed to sniff them. You guys got your crystals with you? Man, I feel spiritual after doing that. Pixies, you want me to play some Pixies? I don't actually know anybody's songs, I'm sorry. I went to brunch and watched Peoples Be Humans. I do love watching the humans, it's great. And that mountain bath is awesome. I haven't nailed Wonderwall. Were you here for the Wonderwall night? Was that Wonderwall we were trying to play? How does Wonderwall go? And after all, you're my Wonderwall. Sorry. You went highly spiritual man. I'm the most spiritual man. You know the rules. Went to the doctor for this first time in 10. You broke your high score. Okay, you didn't actually break anything though. If I'm being honest, I haven't been to the doctor in I don't even know. I've been to a lot of like holistic health people, and I'm healthy as fuck. Feel great. Do you know of the band Hearse? I don't. You what? It was the. Oh yeah. Do I have to get up? Get my capo? Went to a wedding venue that's a winery. Oh, those are always nice. That's a good day. We're talking about like what rad things happened today. If you guys missed that part, I want to hear. Just your streak. I've been healthy with forever, but busted my. Oh, you busted your back up. I'm sorry. Honestly, like of Hales, I don't remember Wonderwall. How's it start? On E minor. Oh, that's that. Tell me something, girl. That one. That's not Wonderwall, but it just reminded me of that. Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah, I did figure that one out one time. Hi there. How am I doing? Phenomenal. Like, truly. It was just a really beautiful day. It was great. I prayed for the widows and orphans. In a way. without specifically mentioning them. But you know. Hey, what's up, guys? If you just joined, you are telling me all of the awesome things that happened to you today. Anything that happened that was cool. Even if it's just moderately cool. Like somebody went to brunch and got to watch people. Like Sunday brunch day, that's great. I love that. Gotta have a girl part for this song, so you know. Spiritual cleansing to release emotional ties. Nice. What did you do? There's all kind. I mean, I love all the different practices. I make fun of spirituality stuff all day long, but honestly, I enjoy them, and I make fun of it because we're just spirit. This is spirit. This vibration of these guitar strings that are hitting the microphone and you're listening to is all spirit. Like it's all spirit. And people get confused, like, oh, this crystal makes me spirit just because it's in my butt, you know? Do not try to insert any kind of crystal that's shaped like this in any of your orifices. Like, that would just, oh. God, that'd be horrible. Like, not, They have, like, smoother ones for that, I think. Help my kids through some big feelings. Yeah. I was president. It was a little less hard. That's the jam. You gotta like teach them to move through the feelings. I pierced Aiden's ear yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. My son, he's 13. And he had been wanting to do it for a while. A little scared of it, you know. Because, you know, you're piercing your ear. He had watched his sister do it, and she freaked out on one of her ears. Rosie here, she did it the other day. We pierced her ears right out in the yard, and she just sat there like a champion. 6. She just sat there like, what's up? Let's do it. And I went clickety-click on one ear and clickety-click on the other. She didn't even flinch. Aiden and I did it with the actual like piercing needles, and because I wanted to use a titanium stud that I had so it wouldn't bother his ears, you know. And put the little clamp on there, and I taught him like, okay, you just breathe through it, the pain. I was like, dude, you crash your scooter when you're riding, and it hurts way more than this, you know. But it was a little bit, you know, it's like seeing the needle, and you're like, this makes me nervous. Man, he was awesome. He just breathed through it. He was just like, he was all centered. It was great. So yeah, teaching your kids to like manage their emotions, manage pain, manage things like that is amazing. Because look at all of us out here not really knowing how to do it. Like, there's all sorts of painful stuff in life. Like, let's be real. It's painful. Yo, what's up? So being able to teach your kids to handle some pain and do those things is a really beautiful thing to help them to learn to do life, you know? Because it's all just experience. Dance practice feels like some meditation. That's good. I kind of sometimes want to go to like a dance class, even though I'm sort of a white guy. With probably, I got some rhythm, but maybe not so much dance. I got skate rhythm. Yeah, Aiden's super rad. Both my kids are rad. They're fantastic. I love them. I'm a big fan. I'm actually going to keep them, I'm thinking. You're butchering the lyrics? What are you butchering? Lives is strange. How many special needs will change how many lives? Which lyrics are those? I'm confused. Today I'm learning to make my own kombucha. Oh, nice. I've definitely done that before. It's really super easy. Honestly, when I was trying some kombucha, I don't know how to make fancy stuff like this. You have to have Moroccan rose water to make some fancy shit like this. And I don't know where to get Moroccan rose water. Probably in Morocco, and it seems like a lot of work, right? I would probably just brew some regular black tea, a little sugar and some SCOBY in there, and just let it happen, you know? Maybe I'll get some rose water imported. Yep. Come to mind in Michigan. Oh, come to yours in Michigan. You do dance classes? Any rose water will do. Are you sure? Because how am I supposed to make Moroccan rose water kombucha with just any old rose water? Like, I could run down to TJ and get some like TJ rose water. just right across the border, maybe a cup of it, like get someone to hand it to me through the fence so I don't even have to go all the way across. But are you sure any rose water will do? If I'm trying to make hibiscus rose kombucha, I don't know. From the import grocery store, honestly, you joke around, but in Encinitas, I'm sure there's probably, if I Google searched in the area, Moroccan rosewater store, there's probably a Moroccan rosewater store. It gets so dumb up here sometimes. People are into the weirdest shit, and these little shops pop up for a minute, like 3 months, and they're gone. You know, it's real cute. Oh, real cute. What's up, spaceman? Just vibing, cooking steak, and drinking a cold one. Yeah, dude, you need to hang out. Everybody sent Spaceman some good healing vibes. He busted himself up on a motorcycle, got hit by an old guy. He sent me some pictures today. He ground his knee up gnarly like. His helmet saved his life. You can see the squish marks on it and stuff. Always wear your helmet if you're going fast, especially if you're doing things like that. You just saw me the other day at Lotus Cafe, just moved here and I was excited, but you didn't say hi. What in the world? I'm following you. I don't even know who you are. Say hi to me. I love people. Like, for real. You can just say hi anytime. There's a bunch of people that find me on the street, and it's really, it doesn't freak me out, but I'm like, I mean, I know a lot of people have seen the videos, but they're like, aren't you the TikTok guy? And I was like, yeah, I'm the TikTok guy. Was I skating with my kids back there? Because we go back behind Lotus Cafe and skate pretty often. Like, that parking lot's awesome over there. Just throw something at me. Like, I'll always just throw it under my wheels, you know? That's how I'll know to stop. Yes, you're coming in Wednesday? Dylan, I'm gonna follow you. You're coming in for an emotional alchemy session? Sarah, you still here, babe? Dylan's here. If I was not on this phone, I would look at my schedule to see what's going on. Nope, doesn't look like Sarah's here anymore. Sad day. But I'm excited if you're coming in for a sesh. Ooh. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what's going on because, let's be honest, Sarah puts the meeting notes in the thing, and then I just stay in my little normal meditative space and keeping my emotions all clear. And I look at my phone, and it says, appointment with Dylan. I read the notes. I take a little moment to clear myself and get ready. We get on a video call, and then the magic happens. Does my daughter play instruments? She does not. I don't push my kids. You're with your kids? Yep. My kids are so cool. They're cooler than I am, honestly. Yeah, we'll just pretty often we'll just go park kind of over in the train parking lot over there behind La Paloma Theater. And we just start over there and we just kind of like skate through Encinitas. Then we have those little parking lot spots and we cruise around and run over stuff. And then there's some stairs to jump over and things. We just got our little spots that we go do our little tricks in. So go down to Swami's and back, stop for some ice cream. It's kind of like a little Saturday tradition. Sometimes, because I don't have a laundry hookups at my cool little house, so we got to go to the laundromat over there by Lazy Acres. So we'll just do the wash first and skate around there and then throw it in the dryer that takes longer, and then we'll take off from there and just go skate around Encinitas for a while. I didn't force any piano lessons on my kids or anything like that. They've done different things for school. Aiden's done like violin, and they're in Waldorf, so they do a little flutes and stuff like that. Yeah, you will say hi next time. What's your name? It's oh my gosh, it's Marshall? Marashero. Help me with that. Yeah, if any of you see me wandering around, Rachel. Okay, thank you. Rachel. Oh, it's me, Rachel. I'm so good at life, you guys. I mean, really. Honestly, just the best at it sometimes. Reading words is really a strong talent of mine. Oh, man. And if any of you are ever in the Encinitas area and you want to say hi and you want just a really good hug, I'm almost always at Better Buzz in the morning after I do my videos, but I can't guarantee exactly what time I'll be there because it varies. But I always go do my videos walking around back there, and then I go to Better Buzz and like put them all in drafts real quick, and then get my day going. And I'm almost always at sunset at Beacons. I mean, honestly, like probably like 5 days a week at least. I'll be over there vibing out, watching the sunset. I was running a little bit late today. A few spokes had gotten loose on the bike, and the back wheel was like, okay, let's be honest, a lot of spokes had gotten loose. I had been kind of thrashing on it, and I think maybe one of them was broken, probably from bashing it into curbs and jumping. So the back wheel was like doing the old thugga-da thing while I was riding, and it took me a little minute to figure out what was going on, and I realized it was the spokes. So then I was tightening up the spokes, and then all of a sudden the sun was gonna set, and I was like, fuck. So I was like, it's tight enough, and I jumped on the bike, and I made it to Beacons just in time for the last little bit, and I was like, and then I just turned around and went home. That was it. But it's important, man. You get that last little bit of the sun, you get the sunset, and it just makes your day so complete. Even if you don't live at the beach, like, go watch the sunset. It's important. Find a good spot. You see that last little bit go, and it just like completes the day inside your heart. So if you're around in the area, come to Beacons for sunset, because that's the jam over there. It's good people hanging out, dogs everywhere. Sometimes I'll bring my guitar and play. It's great. I could figure a chord out here. Have you been wearing sunscreen? Nope, I do not wear sunscreen. I wear zinc sunscreen when I know I'm going to be in like a big time UV, but I try to keep a very natural base tan, and I try to keep all of the environmental toxins of foods and things out of my system, because I really think that the cancers and things that have popped up in the last 40 years since the sunscreen industry has popped up are actually probably caused by the chemicals and things in sunscreens, and also the chemicals and things in our food and our diet and stuff like that. And I've had some little like kind of spotty things on my skin, and the cleaner I got in my diet and the less sunscreen I use, the more that stuff disappears. So I keep a good base tan. Today I got a little bit more sun than I normally would like, because I was naked having sex in my yard on a blanket, well, a rug. And then I laid outside in some tiny shorts doing it live for like an hour and a half. So I got a little bit more sun than normal. I look like the other stepbrother that didn't make the movie. All right, thanks. Cool. Yeah. Let's play something in A. All right, someone tell me a good story. I told a joke last night. Was anyone here for the joke? It's a good joke. I might tell it again if you guys behave. If nobody was here, because you can't tell it twice, that'd be stupid, but it's a funny one. True story, everything. Oh, by the way, if you guys take your fingers, shit balls. technical term with guitar stuff. And go like this on the screen, just both fingers tapping it, then a bunch of hearts happen. Wait, why are the hearts? You can just do it with your thumb too. And then the hearts happen. And then TikTok tells me that if you do that, it attracts more viewers. Yeah, there they are. See? Now you guys got it. I think tonight, you know what we should do? Do you guys want to do a little meditation, a little breathing, a little good vibe? Maybe take you in there and let you feel some things. We can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Are you guys into that? Who wants to do a meditation? All right, all right, all right, all right. The old ghee butter wants some meditations. We can do that. Anybody else? Yeah, meditation station. Okay, we can do that. Ooh, maybe we'll do a little. We'll do a little box breathing with guitar, and then. Oh yeah. Do you guys want to do a love spell? We're gonna pull out all the stops tonight. We're gonna do a love spell for everybody. Box breathing with guitar, and we're gonna have unprotected heart space touching. If you haven't been here for one of those, you should definitely hang out because it's gonna be fucking awesome. Hold that thought, everybody. I need to get my equipment for spells. There it is. Oh, my daughter stole the thing. Nope, there it is. Not those spells. No. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't actually have to go very far, did I? Oh. Hippies. You guys ready for this? Have you ever had a spell cast on you before? Does anybody? I mean, if you've been here before, you know the drill. What the shit balls is this? My daughter figured out that she could melt down all my candles and make creations, but then she also added in some slime and stuff, like putties and things. It was a nightmare. Oh. Let's just dump that out on the floor over there. Oh, I forgot I made this delicious tea. Truly, that's delicious tea. All right. Okay. Just yours. You've been cursed for certain. Can I tell you guys a little bit about curses and stuff and spells? You don't, because some people are like, I remember somebody asked in the comments, they're like, how do you know if you've been cursed? Okay. Let me just explain to you how the quantum field works and all that shit. I dated a few crazy witches, right? I recommend it, also don't recommend it. Like, you've definitely learned some stuff, but they're crazy as shit. I'm gonna just quick stick this there. Uh-oh. God, there's slime in here. Nelly, that's it, she's sleeping outside. We're gonna just stick that to that. So here's the thing with the witches, right? I mean, I kind of resonated as a witch. I mean, I have a couple books on witchcraft because I was really interested in finding out what was up. Because a lot of these witches I talked to seemed to really know what they were talking about, right? They couldn't actually like answer any questions, and I wanted some technical answers. You know what I'm saying? And you can do all these ceremonies and stuff, and you can get all worked up about shit. And really, it's just you getting worked up about shit, right? So witchcraft is nothing more than faith with a few more steps of waving your hands around and, you know, burning shit and stuff. And really, truly. Like, the real deal witchcraft is the good stuff. That's like herbalism and energy work and things like that. Stuff that actually like interacts with the meat suit on a little bit stronger way to do it. But honestly, it's just like whatever your intent is that you're putting out there, it's literally the same way that faith works. It is quantum field manipulation, and it's the same as quantum mechanic works. Whatever you expect as an outcome will be. You, as an energetic being, have this low-level genetic expectation that your body is going to be the way it is, and guess what, bitches? It's that way. Hey, so there's witchcraft for you. So witchcraft is just putting some out intent. Look at the Wicked Witch, the Witch of Oz. Yeah, so all of that stuff for the wicked witchery and things, and all the bad, naughty, like warty nose witches, that was all put there by the Catholic Church, because when they were trying to establish Christianity, when they were making that up, that was as a political control thing. If you guys have ever heard all my rants about that, hello there, Alex, hello there. What they did was did away with all the religion. It was based. Okay, I gotta back this up a minute before we do a love spell. We're gonna do a spell though. Okay, real witchcraft. Rome. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It was a thing, right? About 1,000 years, big old empire, took over a bunch of shit. They didn't get India. They didn't get Asia. They basically got the rest of it. They didn't do much with Africa because there's just a lot of land and not a lot of resources and things that they could get their hands on. Probably too far away, stuff like that. And as Rome was at its peak, you had a lot of, well, I should say not at its peak. It had peaked out right about the time they killed Jesus, which Rome killed Jesus for witchcraft. It was the only crime that somebody could be not executed, crucified for within the Roman tablas, which was the Roman law at the time. So we're talking mid-empire, right? This empire that is this is the way things fucking are. It's the empire, right? It's literally the empire in Star Wars is you don't really do things outside of that, otherwise they choke you, among other things. So they outlawed witchcraft and things like that, because witchcraft is nothing. It's not all the Wicked Witch of the West stuff thing that you see in movies and things like that. That's passed down traditionally as a way of basically a smear campaign. The witches were all the energy workers and the healers and people like myself and the herbalists and whatnot. The poets were considered witches. You know what I mean? People that made people think differently. They made you feel something differently. They basically outlawed all of this stuff at the time because people didn't like to pay their taxes. People didn't like to buy into the machine. Why do you think they had all the big sports games in the Coliseum? To distract the people from seeing all the bullshit that they were doing politically. It's exactly the same thing that we do in our modern society, right? Rose is asleep. Hi from Sarah. Henry, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Or good to know that you're here hanging out. We're talking about Rome. So Rome at the time, it's a system of political control. So there was all these religions at the time, and Christianity didn't exist at the time, or sort of existed. There was these followers of Christ, and there was all sorts of different traditions that had branched off of that, of all of his yogic teachings and mystic teachings and things like that. I mean, they killed the guy for witchcraft, which is literally the only thing that you could be crucified for under Roman tabla. So he was a witch, right? So they basically did this big smear campaign, and they got rid of all that stuff. And as the Roman Empire was crumbling, we're talking maybe 700 something, or no, 300 and something BC, AD, after Christ's death. They compiled basically started writing the first version of the Bible. They did the first canonization of the Bible, and that was they got rid of all of the other teachings, hey, no more Gnosticism, hey, no more Druidism, hey, no more paganism, all the things like that. If you remember things like the Crusades, you know what I mean? They're running around killing everybody that believed in anything outside of that stuff. And so they had the Roman Catholic Church, which was effectively the religious branch of the Holy Roman Empire, right? We just think of it as Rome, but it was called the Holy Roman Empire. and then they established the church because nobody could read and write at this time. They only just took orders from like the Jeff Bezoses of the time, the people that controlled things politically, monetarily. And the church was a way of basically getting people to pay their taxes because people were not paying their taxes, and they had to kill off all the witches and do away with that. Because when people were healed, emotionally speaking, energetically speaking, they felt okay with themselves. They didn't live in fear. They didn't live in anxiety. They didn't believe in all the mumbo jumbo of things going on, just like all the bullshit we got going on nowadays. They didn't believe in that anymore. They're not going to pay their taxes. And even Jesus' teachings, like what did they do when the Pharisees tried to trick Jesus? And they're like, hey, Jesus, who should we pay our taxes to? Now, keep in mind, the Pharisees were effectively Judaism, and Judaism was a system at the time, and it was a sect of Rome. They were controlled by the Holy Roman Empire. They didn't have any actual political control. They were just a people group within the Roman Empire, because the Roman Empire was the empire and had taken over all the different people groups by the sword. We'll kill you if you don't believe in our shit. So the Pharisees came to Jesus and they were like, hey, Jesus, what's up, J-Dog? Who should we pay our tax, or who should we give our money to? Should we give it to God, or should we give it to Caesar? And Jesus was like, well, let me see the coin. And he's like, whose face is on that coin? And they're like, Caesar. And he's like, well, just give to God what's God's and Caesar's to Caesar. And he was like, fuck it. Like, don't care about this shit. Like, don't care about all of this political mumbo jumbo. Like, the kingdom is here. It's within. You know, that's what he was talking about. So they killed him as a witch, and they smeared all the witches, and they got rid of all this stuff like that, like the energy workers. They put all of this stuff. I mean, there's all sorts of troves and troves of ancient teachings and stuff hidden away in the Vatican. All of these teachings burned and things like that, which is why we don't remember all that stuff. We have to like relearn all this energy work. We got to relearn all these things like that. All this herbalism, all of the hermetical wisdom that had come down from Israel or Egypt and things like that. If you've ever studied the Great Hermes or any of these ancient traditions of Egyptian tradition and stuff like that, like they got rid of all that stuff, and that was some real deal medicine, and that was some real deal like beautiful witchcraft. There's all sorts of accounts in ancient history of these wizard guys with like wizard-like powers, you know, floating in the air and turning water into wine and stuff. There's pictures from churches that's like engravings and things like that, the churches that did not get destroyed by the Roman Empire, that, you know, they kind of missed the cut of Jesus there with a wand. Hold on, I have a wand somebody gave me one time. Look at this cute little thing. His wand was probably cooler than this. This one's a little chakra wand. Somebody gave it to me for my birthday. I think it's cute. And there's pictures of Jesus like doing this thing like over some vats of wine, like the whole turning water into wine and stuff like that, doing some wizard shit. And they have these stories of Jesus ascending into heaven and things like that. Like, maybe he was levitating and floating around just like all these other ancient wizards. Anyway, I digress. So don't think of witchcraft as bad. Every single thing I've ever read about witchcraft and the teachings of it is from a place of love. Even all of the teachings are like, listen, like, don't do any dark stuff because it hurts you just as much as it hurts the person, because you have to embody a particular feeling to do it. It is all about your intent. It is all about how you feel and how you are manipulating the quantum field around you, because the way things work now, we know scientifically, you know, we have some studies into quantum mechanics and things like that. Whatever your expectation is will become. That's why we manifest our reality in the way that we manifest it. Like, you're constantly doing witchcraft. And even the witches, the whole bad thing they have, like, oh, they're all wearing black and they're all evil and stuff like that. These were like, you know, what we would consider like light workers and energy workers and people that were this high vibrational being, you know, probably out meditating, things like that. And they wore black robes to protect themselves from negative energies, because they were the ones that were out there trying to heal people and trying to help people and things like that. They were the medicine women and things. So they would wear these black, traditionally like these black robes to protect them, to absorb negative vibrations and things like that. So anyway, that's the history there. That is why, what's up, South Africa? Were you guys talking about anything important while I was ranting there? Maybe. No, we're good. Yeah, witchcraft is just manipulation of energy. Yes, that's the breakdown. So we're spelling it out. So that's what we're going to do right now. We got this little green candle here. And why do we use green? Right? Because we're going to do a love spell. Because it's just cute as shit, you know? Green, effectively around this color, is about on the spectrum of photons is about, mid 700, 750 hertz frequency, vibrations and oscillations per second. So as far as photons go, when I have some white light, or technically it's at about 56K, which don't worry about that. It's bouncing off here. It's hitting something, some energy here, because this is just energy. This is just made out of atoms, and it is going into the phone, like the optical processors of the phone. I'm forgetting the technical name right now, but that's okay. And you're perceiving it as green. So effectively it has the energy, like green, that color is the same as your heart space chakra, is about 750 hertz per second, which is frequency, like oscillations per second. Every second it goes, the waveform, like if you've seen a sine wave going up and down, that's a frequency, that's a hertz. Well, the frequency is how many times in a given second it happens. And light changes color. If it's faster, it turns into white light. If it's slower, it gets darker. It's just the way it works. So, we're going to do a spell. And what is a spell? But spelling it out. Using words, coming out vibrations, and saying something. So are you ready? If you're a Christian, look away. Turn this off. Turn it off right now, because we're going to jack shit up. And why did we light this little candle? Because as this wax melts, all of that wax goes, well, how do you think that wick doesn't burn out? It's just a cotton wick. Where do you think the wax goes as it burns? That wax gets melted from the heat. If you look, you'll see a little gap there between the fire and the wax. You see that? That wax gets wicked up, pulled up the wick as it melts, and that wax burns and atomizes into a spirit. Ooh, a little green spirit, a little love spirit. Now, I'm the only one that gets the spirit here, but don't worry. I'm going to fuck some quantum shit up, and you're going to get spelled right now. So is everybody cool with that? Hit the heart button if you're ready for getting spelled. Christian or Christ in. Now, let's just put a little thing there for Christ and the Spirit of Christ, because the dude was pretty rad, right? He had some amazing teachings of love. Like, the dude was green. He was some heart space business. He was absolutely healing people through love. Why do you think everybody loved him? Why do you think that these traditions were formed around his teachings? Because he was there loving people and healing people in this meaningful, beautiful way. It's just Rome took it and fucked it all up, just like all of the other traditions of religion, as a system of political control. So you don't got to believe all of the control things, but you can assume the Spirit of Christ. You can take that on within you and be that thing. You can be a Christian by having Christ in, which is where the tradition of I'm going to ask Jesus into my heart. Even though within the dogmas and traditions of Scripture in the Bible, if you were to take a proper exegetical process, which is the interpretation of Scripture, you would realize that Christ ascended to heaven and he's at the right hand of the Father, and he has nothing to do with being in your heart. So just take all of the Christianity and the Bible stuff and go, see you later, and take the Spirit of Christ and all of his teachings and become that in every moment, because that feels real great inside of you, and then you send that out to others. So you ready for this? You are so very loved. You are so very okay. You're in an absolutely perfect moment right now. All of the things that you think of as negative are leading you to become the person that you are. You are in an absolutely perfect process. You are loved, and you are love. Be that as you go about your day, and as this candle burns, the spirit of love, the spirits, the smoke, will spread out into the field, and you will feel that within your heart. You felt it right now, didn't you? A little tingle, a little Holy Spirit got all fucking your shit up. Did you feel it? Hit that heart button if you felt it. Tell me if you feel it. So, you are absolutely loved. Even if you can't love yourself, I love you, motherfucker. And you can't do anything about it. And I'm blasting you with that right now. Like, I care about you deeply. Like, so deeply. Like, you are felt, you are seen, you are heard, and you are okay. There's nothing you can do about it. And that spell that I just spelled out will permeate down into you, into your little heart, and into your being, because the quantum field is right here, right now, in this very moment. There's nothing you can do. So you feel a little bit better right now. Did you feel it? That's a spell. So if somebody puts some bullshit out there, you're going to feel like, ugh. You can blast that out, though. You can just raise your own energy and totally defeat that stuff. So, Caitlin's here. Caitlin's like one of my other internet kids. Hi, internet kid, Caitlin. When are you coming to visit, by the way? Sarah wants to meet you too. We just did a love spell. Were you here for the love spell? I hope this doesn't light my flowers on fire. I just got those. You guys want to see some neat flowers? I got these to make my house beautiful for when Sarah came over. Look at these things. They're like papery. They were all kind of closed when I got them earlier today, and now I didn't know what they were, but I was like, I'll take those. Some plant lady, tell me what these are, please, because they're really cool. I don't really understand them, but they feel like an ASMR mic. Where's my plant lady? Hoobs. Where's my plant lady Hoobs? Okay. Were you guys feeling the spell? Yeah, you better feel incredibly loved, Evan. I'm loving you real hard there. Totally cool for the quantum. Yep, you guys are okay with that? Yep, okay, cool. Nobody got... Unfortunately, my stream is lagging, so you don't know what Daniel... Caitlin... Okay. You are, we are, you will, yep. Got some similar ones. Love the pop of the colors. Yeah, aren't those some neat flowers? All right, now that you guys have all done some official witchcraft with your friendly neighborhood witch Daniel, drinking Moroccan rosewater kombucha, bougie. We're all gonna do a little breath work together. And I want you to focus on that sensation of love that you just felt, okay? Because I love you. You can't do anything about it. I'm blasting you with it. You are feeling my energy, not only through the quantum field, but through all the little photons coming off your screen, the frequency of love. Oh, we're gonna go into the fifth dimension. Everybody sniff a crystal real quick. Yep, I feel more spiritual already. So, everyone sit up. There's no angry witches. None of them were angry. That was a lie from the Catholic Church. That was a smear campaign in Western culture. And where did Western culture come from? But the Holy Roman Empire, because guess where Western culture came from? It's literally, that is the West. And why do you think that the East and India, you know, China, Japan, and things like that in India, all of those traditions have nothing to do with Western tradition and have nothing to do with Christianity? Why do you think all those traditions are different? Because Rome didn't get them. The Holy Roman Empire did not get to instill their doctrines of political control within those regions. And they have their own systems of belief. Can you see how it kind of like is still permeating our culture with a lot of fuckery from the Holy Roman Emperor? Oh, so holy. You see why we're still like killing each other and stuff like that and being assholes? Like, they weren't a great influence, let's be honest. Okay, we're gonna do some breath work, chill out. A straw flower, they feel, Jesus might have been a yogi or a witch. I mean, they killed him for witchcraft, so, and you see him with these pictures of him with a wand and stuff in the churches that did not get destroyed, and there's a lot of tradition that a figure like Jesus had traveled through India. You don't see any tradition of Christ. Where was he from the age 12 when he showed up in the temple? You know what I mean? He's like blowing everybody's minds in the temple. They're like, who is this kid? And then all of a sudden, he's 33 years old, starting his ministry, turning water into wine with a wand as a witch. Like, where was he? If he was a carpenter which they didn't even have carpentry back then in that region. They did everything out of stone. Like, it's the dumbest story ever. They didn't really have carpenters. It wasn't a trade. They were stonemasons. And if he was such a good carpenter, or if he was God, why weren't they talking about his chairs, right? You'd think God would make some bitchin' rocking chairs, but no. There's no pictures of Jesus' rocking chairs. There wasn't even a trade of carpentry at that time. Everything was made out of stone. It was a bunch of rocks in the desert. Like, the story's fucked sideways, guys. Oh, my timer went off. That means I've been going for an hour. I'm determined to go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight, but that's probably fucked sideways. So here we are, man. Okay. We're going to do some breath work. I better burn something after all that ranting. How you guys feeling? That spell still working on you? Candle's still burning. Every time you see that candle up there burning, lighting my straw flowers on fire, just think how loved you are, okay? And if you weren't here for the love spell, just know that you got spelled and there's nothing you can do about it, and I love you. See, I spelled it out. Why do you think it's called spells? You spell it out. It's a saying. Words. I'm going to spell this out. I love you, and you're amazing, and I think you're really cool and neat. Witchcraft. All right. How do I meditate and do breath work? Is breath work the same as meditation? We're going to do it right now. That was a great question. All right, get comfortable. Stretch your back out a little bit. Like, move around, all of you. Don't be a lazy son of a bitch. Do it, okay? Just move your jaw even. Do this. Seems weird, but it's good. Clench your butt and then release. Just see, it was kind of weird, but you liked it. Relax your body. Just get into a state that feels like this. Just relax where you're sitting. If you're laying down, that's okay. And we're going to do some breathing, and then we're going to go into a meditation. So we're going to do breath work and meditation. We're going to do what's called the box breath. Now, when you do this breath, sorry, a little prep here. Little prep. You're going to breathe down into your belly, right? See how I puffed it out? In. Now, society tells you don't do that. Society tells you to keep your belly in. Don't do that. But if you ever watch a baby breathe when they're just laying there, their little belly's like this. Doing its thing. It's not so much chest, it's more belly. Like that. That's because our diaphragm here, when your lungs fully expand, they drop down a little bit, and it actually pushes all of your guts, all of your jelly bits down here, and pushes them out. So that's okay. You're sitting there by yourself. Don't worry about it. No one's going to look at your gut. Just breathe down into your gut. So as you do this breath, you're going to take super long breaths. These aren't deep breaths. Whenever you say take a deep breath to someone, they go like this. It's like, no, shut up. Take a long breath like this. That's a long breath, all right? Down into the belly. Imagine it's going all the way down into your butt, which is relaxed. Remember we did the butthole clench and then you relaxed? Keep that chill, all right? So, as you breathe and you do this breath, imagine it expanding through your whole body, all the way down into the floor or your legs or whatever, all the way up into your spine, into your neck, out the top of your head. And that'll help you get a long breath. So we're going to do what's called a box breath pattern, box breathing, 4-part breath. And I'm going to count you 4, like 1. It's like this. You go in for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine one side of a box. You hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine the top of the box. You let it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess what that was? That was the other side of the box. And then there's the bottom of the box, which you hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the in, you only get one time breathing in, so make it count. Get it way down in there, and then you're gonna hold, and you're gonna let it out. And you're gonna hold with nothing in your lungs. You're gonna be okay, I promise. If at any point you start feeling uncomfortable, just take a couple quick breaths and try to link back up with us, all right? And then once we are done, doing this little box breath, we're gonna go into a little meditation, okay? So everybody breathe out. Everything out. Everything out, all the way up. Bring your belly button to spine, breathe it all out. And we're gonna go in, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3. You can close your eyes and in. I'm not doing anything cool, I promise. 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. Just vibe out and listen. 3, 4, and hold. Keep your butt relaxed, keep your jaw relaxed. And in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. Keep your body nice and relaxed. And as you breathe out, all the way to spine, bring your belly button to spine and hold. 2, 3, 4. Nice deep breath in, long. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2. Just get real relaxed in your body and in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2. Now keep doing this. You can do it by yourself. In. Just keep the count. 3, 4. Hold. And out. 2, 3. So remember the count. Should be on. In. 2, 3. And hold. And in. And hold. And out. And hold. I want you to keep doing this for a little while. Just kind of veg out. In. And as you're doing it, I want you to keep your eyes closed. And out. And I want you to roll your eyes back to the blank space behind them. In. I want you to keep your butt nice and relaxed and your jaw nice and relaxed. And out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and in. Just looking to that blank space behind your eyes. And on each in-breath, I want you to pull in some fresh, clean energy from the ground. And every out-breath, out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. I want you to breathe out any thoughts you're having. Breathe out any feelings you're having in your body. Just let that nice deep breath, big long breath cycles go through you. And in. 2, 3. And hold. 2, 3. Breathing in fresh, clean energy, nice long breath. above your head, holding it there, breathing out any thoughts. 2, 3, 4, and hold. Big long breath in. Here we go. In, 2, 3. Holding that fresh, clean energy. Turn that space behind your eyes white. Breathing out any thoughts, any feelings. Just hold right there. You're doing great. Stay nice and long. In, 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. Now you can keep doing that pattern if you want, or you can just breathe big long breath in, big long breath out. Making sure that breath stretches from your butt all the way to the top of your head. Filling your whole body cavity, pulling your shoulders up and back as you stretch your heart space open. Clearing that space behind your eyes, just letting it turn all white and shiny. You can even stretch that breath out above the top of your head. You can take it up to your favorite star as you breathe. Take it down into the center of the earth as you breathe out. Just imagine something flowing up and down through you, just clearing you out. Any sensations or feelings, any discomfort that comes up, just breathe it all out. You're okay. Just sit in that discomfort. You're okay. I feel it in some here. Totally okay. If you gotta cry, that's good. Some emotions. Keep your focus upward. Breathe those thoughts down. And in, 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. Now I want you to feel that love from that love spell we did in your heart. I want you to put a little smile right there, a feeling of a smile right in the middle of your chest. And I want you to put a little smile on your face. And on the breath, in, 2, 3, I want you to grow that smile and hold that smile there. Breathe out any negative sensations, holding the smile. Breathe in a little bit more smile. Joy right there. Let it build. Let it grow. And each breath, let that feeling of a smile in your chest grow a little bigger until it's outside of your body. It's all around you. You can imagine that color green if you want. Like a green glow coming out from your chest. Maybe a hot green ball right in the center of your chest, and it's just glowing out like light emanating from you. Breathing out any negative sensations, placing that right in your chest. Breath in, I want you to grow it all the way into the room around you, wherever you are, as far as you can go. Breathing out any negative sensations, just holding that feeling there. I want you to bring it, build it, let it grow a little bigger. Maybe out into the building around you, wherever you are. Spread it out into the town around you. Let it grow on each breath, a green glow, just that feeling of joy, of love. I want you to let it grow on this next breath even farther out into the town, maybe your state, wherever you live. Just let it grow out bigger in each breath. Hot green glow in the middle of your chest with light pouring out. And then as it's growing and you feel all of you around, I want you to touch each other with it. Just feel into each other. You can feel it out there. Feel everyone else smiling. Feel everyone else sending that out. And I want you to all touch hearts. Give each other some love. Big energetic hug. Do it right now. You can feel it. I feel you. Just send each other a big smile. Let everybody know that they're okay. Support each other. That energy there, learn that sensation, that feeling in you, that smile in your heart. Remember that feeling. You can practice that all the time. You don't need some guy in a pink hat with a love spell to feel that. You can do it anytime you want. So just practice it all now. Holding that in your heart. That is a frequency. That feeling is a vibration. It is a somatic experience. It is the energy that you are putting out into the field to create your reality. So if you want your reality to feel good, that feels pretty fucking good, huh? Practice that. A few more big breaths. Just breathing that smile in. Feeling everyone else out there. Letting any of those negative feelings just wash away. Just overwhelmed with it. Feel it from me. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. I love you like crazy. Just sit in it for a little while. Enjoy it. Play some guitar. Feel it? Did you feel the love? Let me know what you felt. Anyone have any tears? I felt somebody have some emotions there for a minute. Passing some things through. Never meditated before, that was a meditation. It was like a visualization to help you stay focused on the feeling. But you're just changing the vibrational frequency of your body, your actual somatic, emotional, energetic sensations to manipulate the quantum field into a reality that feels better. So let me know what you were feeling. couple of you got some big heavies came up, some big emotions. So that is manipulating your quantum field, right? It's all the same thing. It's all the same spiritual traditions, clearing out the feelings of your body, the actual emotional, energetic channels to create a new sensation within yourself. That's Zen, Nirvana, bliss, whatever it is. But you don't gotta go wear a funny robe and sit on a mountaintop and do it, or in a cave to do it. Sometimes you gotta hide in a cave for a little while so you can learn to hold it in yourself, because everything around you affects you as well. Everyone else's energy. But when you learn to hold that energy in yourself, you can just blast the fuck out of everybody else and it doesn't matter, because you're creating more amplitude. You clear out your bullshit, you breathe in the good shit. You don't gotta hide in a cave, you just walk around town all the time doing it. And it changes people's reality. It changes them. Because, I mean, just in simple electronic theory, there's a frequency shift from low to high. Your frequencies aren't insulated within a circuit. The high frequencies will pull the low frequencies magnetically towards them. So you can walk around town feeling like that. That's what I do. That's why you guys all like my videos. You're like, what camera are you filming with? And it's like, nah, it's just the energy. You feel it. Just blasting the fuck out of you. You can't even do anything about it. Yep, you can do it all the time. That's what I do. You create the feeling in your body. You practice the feeling. All of your emotions that you have, all of the feelings that you have are habits. Just like any muscle exercise, I'm playing this guitar without thinking about it because I've played this little riff so many times. My fingers are just doing it. Your emotions do what you train them to do. So if you train them to hold that frequency energetically, and I'm talking about actual electrical flow through your body, which you translate through your ego as a feeling, is an energetic habit. So you can have it all the time. You just gotta practice it. And to practice it like we did, letting go, clearing out the negative sensations, which are all your subconscious thoughts. They're not in your alpha brainwaves, they're in your gamma, delta, theta brainwaves. Stuck in dream states, subconscious. Replace those with the feelings you want. That heart space is the center of your toroidal field energetically. It is the moment of creation, how you create everything within your body, all your feelings. It's not your thoughts. That's why you got to get out of your head. That's why meditative practices pull you down out of your head into your body. You guys picking up what I'm putting down here? How are you guys feeling? Tell me about it. A couple of you checked in here. What did you feel? Did you feel each other touch heart spaces? Because you were. Yeah, feeling it. Breathe if you're anxious, that's okay. Something, you feel bloated. I'm feeling awesome. I'm glad you got what you needed. Aw, it's your birthday. What's your name? Spice Trash. What's your name? We're gonna sing you happy birthday in a second here. I am doing really well. Yeah, that radiation of peace is like my practice. Clearing out my shit, all my emotions, all the bullshit, healing my own wounds. And then I just get to hold whatever feeling I want because I don't have all these other emotions running through. It's just whatever the fuck I want. I get to do it. Lane. You guys are gonna sing happy birthday to Lane in a second. You ready? You guys ready for this? I'm gonna change keys. You're just gonna sing along at home. If you're not singing along at home, you have to at least sing along in your head, because Lane is a Pisces like me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lane. Happy birthday to you. Glad you guys are here. And hello there. Hello, guys. Hello. Lane, I'm glad you're here. Happy birthday. I'm a Pisces too. You guys feeling better? Spicy Trash. Lane's feeling better here for his birthday. He was feeling a little down. Now he's feeling better. Witchcraft. Oh man. You guys got a good rant out of me tonight. You guys got a good rant. What time is it? Seriously. 9:51. I gotta go to bed, you guys. I got a few calls tomorrow. I'm pumped. Is anybody in here? I don't remember who I'm doing calls with for Emotional Alchemy. I know somebody in here has a call Tuesday, the day after tomorrow, I think, which I'm excited about. Has anyone done an Emotional Alchemy session with me that would like to check in and talk about their experience? If any of you need help clearing out your bullshit and bringing in the good shit, I do what's called Emotional Alchemy, and it's helping you to identify those subconscious stories and wounds and things like that, all the shit that causes anxiety and depression and getting us all worked up and feeling a certain way. Because remember how we changed our feeling to a space of love? All those other feelings that are in your subconscious are these other nasty feelings. And those are from our childhood wounds and our history and our family of origin and our context and the way we've been trained in relationships. Say you're in a bad relationship where somebody just treated you poorly and you just learned to energetically have a habit of not feeling good about yourself. Then you go into another relationship and you still don't feel good about yourself because that's the habit. And until you become aware of those backstories, which are suppressed in your subconscious because of trauma or synaptic pruning or all the processes that our brains do, until you bring it up to the surface, you're always going to feel that way. So if you want to clear that stuff, go to my website, it's danieltyack.com. Go to the link in my profile. If you're not following this account, follow it right now. So you can get a whole bunch of good info on the videos and things like that. And if you watch all the videos, you'll learn everything I know because I've made like 300 of them. There's a lot of them, and they're all in 60-second blips. But if you need someone to hold space for you in helping you self-clear these things, so you can just walk around with a big old dumb smile on your face all the time, and even a pink hat if you want, I love doing that work. And my lovely Sarah is going to be coming on very soon here to do coaching as well. So if you'd be more comfortable working with a female, she is nothing but love. She only emanates love and will absolutely help you heal. So, if you need help, hit the website up. It's just a little contact form. Sarah and I will both see it. It's not a big operation. It's just us dealing with it. We'll talk to you personally. We'll have a video call. You'll heal some shit and you'll feel better about your life. You will heal your traumas. You will get over stuff. You will have a profound discovery of some way that you've been feeling since childhood from some bullshit story that happened to you. And then you can just feel good all the time. You can drop your anxiety. You can drop your depression. You can leave that in the past. You can be very in the moment. Highly recommend it. I'm not just the business owner. I am a client because this is how I healed myself. This is the modalities that I developed as I was recovering from a massive life crash and everything that I had known being destroyed and being all sorts of traumatized. It's how I got to the spot that I'm in. And so that's why I teach it to other people, because it's a real nice spot to be in. You can just feel this way all the time. Highly recommended. You should definitely sign up. Also, if you are young, don't have money, things like that, yes, it definitely costs money. I can only do about 2 to 3 sessions a day because I feel your emotions with you and I help you work through it, and it's really pretty heavy, draining on me. But if you do not have money, the sessions are $175 each, so they're a little pricey, and I will be upping my rate as well as I bring on other people to help with the work. But we're going to start doing some group calls. So even if you don't have the money, sign up on the forum, say, hey, I'm interested in the group call. We're going to try to do like $40 a spot for those, for people that just don't have the means to do it. Because I get it. Like, it's like really hard to afford therapy and stuff like that. It's like for rich white people, and that sucks. So we're going to make it available for anybody as much as we can. If you are, I mean, honestly, if you're really interested and you want to do it and you don't even have $40, talk to us. Just hit that submission form, say, hey, I'm broke as fuck. Throw us $20, $10, something, some form of energetic exchange that's going to stretch you a little bit, and you're going to actually jump in there, and we'll teach you the methods of emotional alchemy. In a group session, it won't be me feeling into you exactly and helping you work through your emotions. It won't be Sarah working with you directly, working you feel your emotions, but you will learn the methods to do it. So just hit that website form, say, hey, I'm really interested in the group sessions. But if you can, you do have the means and you want to work with me or Sarah directly, fill out the form, say, hey, I really want to do this. Tell us about what's going on in your life, and we'll help you dig into those old backstories and things like that. And it's really fun work. When I say fun, I mean fucking painful, because we go into these old traumas and stuff. But then once you find those backstories, you're like, oh my God, people are all the time, they're like, I feel like I'm like lifting out of my skin. And it's like, yeah, that's because you're feeling more the joy of life, because you're not blocking it with this old bullshit anymore. Like, you actually feel better in your body. It's wild shit. Really wild. Okay, what are you guys talking about? Yep, big freaking thank you, Lane. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to my Pisces friend. Okay. Let's see. Been listening to your podcast. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You should look back on if you go to my Instagram, it's my Instagram and like podcast links are in my bio or my profile on here. If you just go to the link tree, go look at my Instagram. Right? Scroll way back years. You'll see pictures of Fat Dan. I left them there just on purpose. You can see the transition of my life. You'll see me fat with dark eyes. I'm still like doing fun stuff and being like a happy guy, but I nowhere near the same energy. Like, you will see this distinct transition if you scroll way back on the Insta. And go listen to the podcast, because there's a lot of really good advice in there too, and a lot of stuff about healing and like getting over this shit and things like that. It's good stuff. Payment sent. See you Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. I'm stoked. Pumped. As soon as I have the money for a personal session, I'm in. Yeah, save up. It's good. Like, seriously, people have had. And it's not like a long therapy thing. Like, once you learn the feeling of opening this stuff up, like, you can practice it on yourself. I have this one guy who came in. Was it 2 weeks ago? He had one session, and he's just like having breakthrough after breakthrough. He like started him on this like snowball, and I want that. I want to go skate, you know? I don't want to sit with you every week. Like, get over it. I want you to heal yourself and go have a blast and go heal other people. Like, you don't have to do it for a long time. Couple sessions sometimes, and just blast right through some stuff, and then you get the feeling of healing yourself, and then you can work through all your own shit. Like, it is not some big, long, like, forever therapy thing. I've had a couple people have been like, I've been in therapy for 10 years, and I blasted through more shit in this session. It's like a mini mushroom trip, honestly. We go right into the pain portal. We open up your neuroplasticity through the advent of pain, through digging into these old stories and things. These old memories, suppressed memories come to surface. You're like, holy shit, I remember this thing happening as a child, and no wonder I felt this way the whole time. And then you learn that you're safe to sit in your pain and your discomfort. And you learn that it's there to teach you something. There's an old story sitting behind it. All the stuff you've been running away from, all the stuff you've been suppressing with different chemicals and food and alcohol and sex and doing all the stuff that you want to do. Nothing wrong with sex and a lot of those things too. But you get the idea. Like, we suppress our systems because we don't like the way we feel. But once you learn to clear that shit, you just get to feel great, and you don't do all that self-destructive stuff anymore. And your eyes get bright, and your spirit, your spiritual shit comes out. It's great. Feel your feels. That is a good episode. It's important. It's an important episode. Books on healing you'd recommend? Not really. All this stuff is my own like philosophies and things that I've learned from reading many, many, many books and meditating a lot and doing all sorts of spiritual shit. which is why I'm like, the spiritual shit, that, if you're into spiritual stuff, right, which is why I'm always like joking around sniffing crystals and things, everybody give your crystal a sniff. I love them. I think they're great. I even use these in Reiki sessions when I have people here. I have seen this particular smoky quartz go from a very clear state to almost black with energy, and then had to go like clear it. And there's some stuff out there, but all that spiritual stuff is not you. All of that spiritual stuff is like a tool for you to realize it is just you right there. It is just you creating your whole reality, and everything that is holding you back from being anything you want is nothing but a fear, an old subconscious story, an old subconscious belief system. So do not be distracted by spirituality. Spirituality is a tool for you to discover that it is just you right there. That you are the common denominator of all of your bullshit. And there's nobody else to blame it on. And you create your own reality based on how you feel. So you learn to feel, and you learn to heal. It's a fucking thing, kids. My guy, you seem like you always got a new project going on. Keep being yourself. That's how I do, baby. That's how I do. Don't know you, but I'm super proud of you, and I'm glad you. Oh, thank you. I got a little tingle right here in my dingle. Okay, Feel Your Feels is great stuff. Yeah, so rad. Oh, Comment Town, shitballs. Power of Now. Yeah, it's a good book. Definitely Power Now is good. Self-destructive. You're falling. Don't you do that. You're not like failing anything when you're being self-destructive. You just don't know how to feel your feelings. It hurts. Like, don't judge yourself for like the self-destructive stuff. You're like self-soothing. It's like a Band-Aid. Once you learn to get in there, and you learn to get comfortable with your discomfort, you'll stop with the self-destructive behaviors. You won't do it anymore because it doesn't feel good anymore. It feels better to go get blasted drunk than to feel those emotions that you don't know how to process. That's why people do it every day. And then you get chemically addicted to the substance, and you also get addicted to not feeling the thing anymore. Like, you don't like the way it feels. It's an energy in you that feels like shit. So don't judge yourself for it. Just realize that you're sitting with some unresolved trauma. And once you learn to heal that, you don't have to do all the self-destructive stuff. But when you judge yourself for doing the self-destructive stuff, you're kind of being a dick. Because underneath all that destruction is just you hurting. Okay? So that doesn't mean you allow it. That doesn't mean you endorse it. It just means that you don't judge yourself for doing it, because you're really just hurting, and that's okay, because everybody is. We haven't learned how to heal this stuff. So don't judge yourself. Don't do it. I'm not doing it. You're okay in your process. You're learning to become exactly who you're becoming right now in this moment. And you're okay. All right? Gotta believe in yourself. It's important. All right. Yeah, Power Now is a good book. I just have block. I just put in place in my brain. It feels like I'm completely incapable of dealing. Yes. Okay. Well, here's a couple things in trauma. One, your autonomic nervous system protects you from horrific events, right? This is an artifact of our evolution. We see this in the gazelle running across the Serengeti that gets bitten by some fucking lion or something, and it gets his leg bit off, and it'll still run. It's not thinking about the leg. Its autonomic nervous system goes, don't fucking worry about that leg. Just get out of here. We're trying to survive. Right? Or the animal that plays dead. The freeze response. You do that. You ever disassociate, leave your body when you're real worked up? You feel like you're not in your body. You're maybe in the corner of the room. Happens. It's your nervous system that's making you feel that way, because you have some trapped trauma that has been burnt out of your alpha brain waves. It has been burnt out of your conscious memory. It is down in the feelings of your body. And these things can be passed down genetically from your parents, all your family of origin, all of that stuff. All right? Then you also have synaptic pruning. When we suppress our emotions, say don't feel that, don't feel that, don't feel that, in your REM cycles of sleep, the little brain bots come by and they go, anybody using this memory? Nope, nobody using this. And they go snip, snip, snip. You don't have an active memory anymore of it. You just have a feeling of it. So that's why it feels like I'm blocked. I don't know what this is. And that's what the emotional alchemy sessions are for. They help you to reconnect the feelings with active memory, so then in your present moment you can reprogram the way you feel. It's pretty fucking cool. Can you suggest How do I stop eating sugar? Okay, wait, hold on. Suggest a good book. Power Now. That's a good one. Michael Singer, Surrender Experiment, or Untethered Soul. Untethered Soul is a great one. Any of Ram Dass's teachings are great. Yeah, wasn't that crazy? Very like really dark eyes. Like look at me now and then go back and scroll back. It's like it's an energy thing. And I'm terrified. What if in the future? Yep, that's anxiety right there. That's not being in your moment. You're terrified of the future because of the way you're feeling right now because of some traumatic context. So you feel like when I move into that, I'm going to have the same bullshit happen to me as this past. So you have to learn to come right into your moment, clear these energies out. And I mean just emotions and stuff. I'm not trying to like be some, weird mystic spiritual. Like it's an actual electrical sensation of an energetic pathway. It's like all of your nervous system. You ever look at your nervous system on a like Western medical thing? It's a whole bunch of wiring in there. It's the energy flowing through your nervous system. It routes in a certain way to make you feel a certain way, and then it keeps doing that, and that's the energetic habit. That's the feeling habit. Just like my fingers do a little thing, and I don't think about it. It's a habit. Sorry, I'm looking at your Instagram right now. Yeah, it's all good. I told you to look at it. How do you stop eating sugar? Sugar's a hell of a drug, man. You really get worked up in it, and then there's a lot of usually candida in your gut. And you really got to break that habit. It's really hard. But a lot of the times you go to the foods that have sugar in them because it suppresses the emotion. So when you can feel the emotions, then you can stop having such hard cravings for sugar. Then you can work it out and you can clean up your diet, doing different things to get candida out of your system and things like that are there constantly tugging on you saying, give me some more sugar and stuff like that. Yeah. How you guys feeling? Everybody doing okay? I'm going to go to bed sometime soon here since it's 10. And I got some appointments tomorrow. I need to be fresh as a little daisy for. And I should make some videos, I need to make some better videos tomorrow. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to tell myself tonight that when I wake up, I'm going to have some new ideas for some videos. And it's going to be good. Have you done any long water fasts? I haven't done any. Oh, that's a great way to break some sugar cravings is to do a fast, like an intentional one. And you know what? Start eating fruit. Like anytime you get a bunch of like tasty ass apples, like water dense fruits that are sweet, that kind of sugar is okay for you, right? Don't believe what Western medicine says. That is a very naturally occurring thing. Get some grapes, get some apples, get some things like that, oranges, any really water dense fruit that's sweet. And then you're like, okay, I want this sugar, I want to eat this shit, and be like, okay, I'm just gonna make myself eat a couple apples right now, and literally eat a few of them, eat as many as you want. Try to divert that unnatural processed sugar craving, with some naturally occurring fruit sugars and things like that, and then drink a lot of water, and you can kind of flush that stuff out of your system. Oh yeah, I am sunburned. It is true. I spent a lot of time in the sun today. If you weren't here for that, Sarah, are you and Henry still here? Oh, I gotta check and see. I gotta make sure that it is an appropriate audience. Looks like Sarah and Henry aren't here. Man, I was out in the sun today for a while. I try to meter my sun exposure because I don't do sunscreen. I try to keep a nice base tan and things like that, and just get just enough of the appropriate rays to live healthily and get my nice vitamin D production and feeling good and things like that. But let's just put it this way. My lovely Sarah came over today, right? I got a whole bunch of fruit, fancy cheeses, made a big fruit platter, set it all up in the little grass out in front of my house with a little rug, some pillows, like Greek god and goddesses. We were feeding each other grapes, and then we were topless and just loving it, having a blast out there. The plan was to go inside, but what they say, one thing leads to another. And so we were just outside, all butt naked, and I was wearing some little shorts even before that. And then I ended up doing a live outside in the little shorts, And oh man, I just got too much sun. My body feels a little crispy today. It's not burnt horribly, but I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm a little rosy today, but it's okay. I have a solid base tan because I maintain it like year round, like intentionally, so I don't burn. So I'll be all tanned out tomorrow. It's okay. You guys, I love you dearly. That was fun meditating with you and stuff. It was a good day, I tell you. It was literally like, there was like some nice chocolate and stuff on the plates. It was like melting in the sun. We were dipping berries in it, and Sarah had chocolate on her nipples, and it was a really great day, you know? It's phenomenal. I'm really glad the neighbors didn't come out, because it wasn't like we were hiding. I don't have a lot of neighbors. I live in a little secluded thing, but we have direct neighbors right next to us that definitely could have come out in their backyards. Henry is Sarah's son. So we have a little code that whenever I see her pop on, she always leaves a rose so I can see it, and then she always says, "Hi, Henry's here," or "Henry and Rosie are here." So we know if I can talk about appropriate things or not. You know, you gotta do what you got. Sarah's my lady. She's my lady. She also does all the booking, if you ever call. And I had to yell at her because, I didn't yell at her. I was just like, Sarah, you cannot talk to people for an hour before just scheduling a call, because she just loves everybody so much and she's so sweet and she's like a healing force in the universe. And so people call up or she'll call you when you book through the website to set an appointment. And she ends up doing like a pre-healing session before we drop in on the heavy emotional alchemy session. And she just can't help herself. And I finally had to be like, you are only allowed 30 minutes max. Like, talk to the person, make sure they know how loved they are, set the appointment. And then once they pay money, then we'll do the work. But she'll talk for hours because she just loves people and she cares so much. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's a Capricorn, and she's got a bunch of Virgo energy in there, and she's her brain works very organized. It's like she actually knows what day it is, which is stunning for me. I'm like, I never know what fucking day it is. But yeah, we definitely like our energy. Just a really nice little cycle. And we've been practicing this thing. This is a freebie for you for love, guys. This is how you do love and make it amazing. Love, and this is something that Sarah taught me. What's my sign? I'm well, I don't like to just identify with just my sun sign, but I'm a Pisces sun, I'm a Taurus moon, I'm a Scorpio ascendant, with a Virgo north node, and my Mercury is in Aries. So those are kind of like a little bit, if you know any of that stuff, you give a good view of kind of who I am. But I don't like to just rest into one of those energies. Like the big pink hat stuff is all Scorpio ascendant energy, you know, like that, like, hey guys, like party guy. That really deep tapped in stuff is my Pisces energy. And then the holding the space is my Taurus energy, that emotional stuff of like being able to just this real thick, like bull, being able to hold whatever. Because I'll feel that shit in you when we do emotional alchemy sessions, and it's heavy sometimes. Like, I know what you guys are going through because I feel it in me when we open that stuff up, you know? So, and then my communication is all in Aries, so it's like straight shooting. But here's the love thing. If you guys want to have a rad relationship, and this is hard to do because culture and society does not teach us this. Love is only a give or a receive in gratitude. There's nothing else. Because if you are purporting to be loving somebody, but you are demanding that they be something other than they are, you're saying you have to be this way, you have to be this way, other way, or you don't love me, you are judging that person. And just like we practice having that energy of love within us, that's an energy that you're putting out there of judgment, saying that you are not accepted. And love is acceptance. So you can only give. I offer myself to you because I love you. Have anything from me that you need. or I receive in gratitude. Thank you so much for the gift that you've given me of your love. And then it starts this little loopy-doop. And Sarah and I joke all the time because it's like, I get to massage you first. I get to massage you first. And those are our fights, right? I get to go down on you first. I get to go down on you. You know, it's like that's the fight we're going to have. It's ridiculous. So it's hard, though, because society teaches us, you're supposed to be this way and that way, and you have to drop all your expectations and all your ego and just give yourself in love to the other person. And then when they give themselves in whatever that love looks like, you receive it in gratitude. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. And then that is an energy of gratitude, and you get this nice little cycle. It's nice. So if you have a present partner, you should talk about that. Practice it. It really makes things nice, I tell you. It's just great. Like, who doesn't want that? But you have to do it. That's the trick. Like, you have to be accountable to do it, because anything else is a judgment. With that being said, how does someone spiritual date someone religious, even if they want? Well, religion is always a judgment. Religion is just a box of judgment, saying it has to be this way. Here are the bounds of God, and that is all ego. You block all the feelings. Say, this is the way it has to be. And if God is this infinite energetic thing or source or whatever, how are you going to put a box around that? And how are you going to say, oh, here's a God, when all you have is this little less than 10% band of alpha brain waves, which is your ego, your perception of the way things are, which is exactly where God lives. And so anytime you have a religion that has some kind of God, that God is an idol of the very person that is purporting that they are believing in God, because it is your fear and your way of understanding God. Religion is fear. And God is an idol of man. So, yeah. Am I going to convert? Me, you to convert? Okay, I'll convert. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Yep. All right, guys. I'm going to like my own video here just a few times because of self-love. You guys can like it too if you want. Or if you want to send a rose or a donut or one of those hats. Somebody sends me a hat. It's like, I'm wearing a sick hat already. And then sometimes a hat shows up on my head. It's like a different hat. And I'm like, thanks for the hat. That's about it. And if any of you remember, go to the website, danieltyack.com. If you want to jump in on the group emotional alchemy session, if you do not have the means to do a full emotional alchemy session, we're going to be hosting that very soon. Probably having a couple different ones. Sarah's going to group them into probably age groups, like a little bit demographic grouping. So we have kind of focused here and focused here. But we'll be doing a few group ones because we desperately want to open it up to everybody and make it available for everybody to clear. Yes, I've been to Hawaii. I've been to Oahu and Kauai a couple times. The Bible isn't the truth. It's the guide to a perceived truth to the reader. Better than truth. The Bible was literally written by the Roman Catholic Church. Like it was compiled as a system of political control for the Holy Roman Empire as the Holy Roman Empire was crumbling. Like towards the end of it, it was written in about 300 AD, and the Holy Roman Empire crumbled. It was like 350 AD, and the Holy Roman Empire finally fell apart about 460 something AD. So the Bible, as you know it, whatever you think of as the Bible, were a bunch of ancient teachings that were written on animal skins from different people in different letters to churches. It would basically be like taking my TikTok videos and taking some YouTube teachings and taking somebody from Facebook page teachings and like having the United States government compile it and say, this is the teaching that you have to follow or you're going to burn in hell. The original sin wasn't even put in there until like a few hundred years after. It wasn't even in the first canonization of the Bible. Like the whole hell thing didn't even exist. Jesus never taught that. Jesus wasn't even a Christian. Oh, fuck. Can you believe it? Anyway, don't believe the Bible. It's just a system of political control. Feel free to grab onto Jesus' teachings and grab that spirit of meekness and that beauty. Like, that's good stuff. But the Bible thing is just It's literally just a system of political control that was put in place, like compiled and edited. It wasn't like the version of the Bible that you read, unless you read Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic fluently, and were in those cultures when those things were written to really understand what those words meant, and if they were allegory, if they were a song, if they were historical. I mean, unless you understand a real, actual exegetical process, and you've studied all of these ancient traditions to understand the meanings of words. I mean, think of the word ass right now as a cuss word. It used to just mean donkey a couple hundred years ago. Like literally when you said ass, you were talking about an animal. And then people started calling other people, oh, you're a donkey, just like saying, oh, you're a bear, right? Didn't mean anything until it got the connotation, cultural connotation of, oh, you're stubborn. And then it had a negative connotation. Oh, you're an ass. Oh, you're an asshole. And now it's like a curse, right? So all of the words from Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic, which were then translated and retranslated and retranslated and retranslated a fucking million times, like the Bible's a shit show. It's nothing is true in there but the spirit of a few of the things. And if you're reading some translation and you're not reading it in the original Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic and doing your own exegetical process, like you're literally just believing lies. It's not a thing. So go ahead and throw all that conditioning out. It doesn't exist. I do have a podcast. It's called Life is a Thing. If you go to my profile, you can find links to my podcast, my personal Instagram. You can see my kids and I skating around. You can sign up for an emotional alchemy session, which is somebody asked what my favorite method of healing. That is my favorite method of healing. It is you want to learn Hebrew? Yeah, yep. Some Pharisees didn't believe there was an afterlife too. Okay. Well, as far as the quantum realm and how energy works, like, the afterlife is right now, and everything is now, and your view of time is pretty shitty. I mean, it doesn't even right now, when we think of a timeline of like this process, like go ahead and take the beginning of this live and put it in a box and hand it to me. Take whatever you ate, the concept of you sitting there eating dinner or doing whatever the last meal you was, and like put that event in a box and hand it. It doesn't exist. It's an energetic sensation within your mind, within your thought process. You don't even know if you started existing right now. Somebody just turned you on. I mean, look at you in a dream state. You're not in this state anymore. You don't have a body anymore. You could have this could be a dream that you're in right now. Right? You're going to tell me time exists? Like, it doesn't even exist mathematically. Take time out into space for a little bit longer range, and the gravitational pull of planets. I mean, you have any idea the trigonometry it takes to do space travel? Because time doesn't work in space. It's like not a thing. It's the shittiest system ever. Like, it's not a thing. That future you exist doesn't exist. All you have is your very moment right now. That's the whole living in the moment thing. It's to get out of all that bullshit and be right here and create beauty, which is the kingdom, which is what Jesus was talking about. Everything else is a shit show. All right, so go listen to the podcast. I'm going to find the first edition ever and get killed by the government first. Yeah, you won't find it. What, the first edition of the Bible? That was written after Christ. It was written 300 and something years after Christ's death. It was compiled and edited of ancient teachings by the Roman Catholic Church, who was the religious branch of of Rome, of the Holy Roman Empire. All of the Bible was written by the Holy Roman Empire, which is now the West. We went through this earlier in the live, but that's okay. I got a whole podcast episode on this. You should definitely, it's called Why I Left Christianity or something like that. And I go over all the history of the Bible and how it was compiled. And then there was 3 different canonizations because it didn't make sense each time. And the only people that could read and write at the time in this illiterate culture where the first teachings of Jesus weren't even written down until 55 to 70 years after his death. In an illiterate culture where they passed traditions over the campfire. Like, how is any of that shit accurate? It doesn't make sense. Like, go just think back to the Garden of Eden, for crying out loud. You have this perfect place here on the earth, if we're talking actual proper exegesis of the interpretation of the scriptures, on the actual physical earth, right? We got a garden somewhere around here that's perfect where nobody dies and nobody has any concept of sexual shame and everybody's naked. Everybody's fucking like animals and nobody dies. Where are they going to fit everybody? How's that going to work for you? Like, just think back past your conditioning about the Bible into how fucking silly it is. And you'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Okay, you're going to get me ranting again. Favorite way to heal? Emotional alchemy. Best bet. Sign up on my website. It's my favorite method I've found. I think my former pastor has a master's degree in theology for free, and now it's don't. Here's the thing. Anybody who has a master's degree in theology, I went to seminary. Like, I started learning Hebrew and Greek and Aramaic and all that shit. Like, anybody who has a master's degree in it has a master's degree in bullshit. Because the whole thing was put in place by the Catholic Church. First canonization, second canonization, third canonization. Martin Luther took his Reformation and said, we don't want to do it your way. We want to read it our way. They totally changed it for the context of society at the time. And then the Baptists were like, oh, we don't want to do it your way. We want to do it our way. And they reinterpreted the Bible again. And then the non-denominationalists took it. And we have translation after translation. And none of those translations of the Bible, none of this bullshit that you have sitting there at your house or in your hotel room, it has anything to do with the actual Bible. That was all written on animal skins in Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic. It doesn't fucking exist in anything that you'll actually hold, because this is a translation for you to understand it through your lens of understanding right now in this culture, and this culture is fucked, and it's completely different, and it's completely based off of the Catholic Church of Rome. It was a system of political control that was put in place to control the fucking peasants by the Bill Gates and the Jeff Bezoses of the time. The only people that had money were the only people that could read and write. You're going to believe that shit? Like, get over yourself. It's just conditioning. You're going to get me all excited. I got to go to bed, you guys. Anyway. Don't believe that shit. Think about all the shame. Think about all the bullshit. That's what causes the disease in your body. The original sin wasn't even in the original version of the Bible. All that you're intrinsically wicked and it's only by God's grace you're going to be saved, you're going to burn in hell. Why do you think you have so much disease in your body? Why do you think you hate yourself? Because culturally we've passed down the idea of, oh, I am intrinsically fucking wicked. How is that going to help your self-love journey? How are you going to heal with a system like that in you? Like, get that shit out of here. Like, be done with it. Take the teachings of Jesus. Great. Blessed are the meek. Do you see any Christians that are meek? Do you know any Christians that are good to people, that actually love people, that are going to like do whatever they can and bend over backwards to help somebody? No, they're trying to kick out all the fucking immigrants. Jesus was an immigrant. The same people that set the Western culture, the same people that wrote the fucking Bible killed Jesus for witchcraft. The only thing that you could die from by crucifixion through the Roman tablets, and they were the rulers of the time of the empire, the only thing was witchcraft. They killed Jesus for being a witch, and then they smeared witchcraft and all that shit. Like, what's happening before the Bible? I'm interested in researching the real first teaching. Okay, good. Do that. Definitely do that. But don't believe this. Don't believe the man that's trying to get your money so he can build his big fat church. I played at all the fucking mega churches in San Diego as a professional guitarist. I saw all the bullshit. Like all the big ones. The Rock, the Flood, Skyline, 3,000 plus people of service. All the pastors are fucked sideways. Look at their eyes. Do they have any brightness like this? No, they're dark as shit. Do not believe that shit. It will cause literal disease in your body. This is the stuff I help people unpack all the time. If you need to walk out of Christianity, hit my fucking website up and I'll give you some truth and help you actually turn the light back on and stop hating yourself. Because it is a shit show of political control that's been put in place since the Holy Roman Empire. The fucking Catholic Church wrote the Bible and they literally were the Church of Rome. It was the same thing. Synonymous. Is a system of political control. Yes, trust the mullet, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I got a little excited there, guys. I need to burn some sage. after that. I gotta go to bed. You're getting me all worked up. I'm gonna go meditate and like hum and stuff. That's better. Get all those Christian spirits off of me. Woo! Breathe. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Save this shit. I keep this on the shelf next to my witchcraft books. Don't be an atheist. I mean, here's God, right? Any concept you have of God with like man with a beard with a face on it is an idol. You can just think of God as the energetic experience, and I tap into it all the time. Where do you think all the videos come from? I'm not thinking about those. That's not a construct of my ego. I'm just feeling it from everything, and then it comes out in some linguistic patterns for everybody else, because linguistic patterns are how we communicate energetically as people. And that's the same reason you can't believe any of the ancient teachings, because those linguistic patterns felt different back then. No, it's okay. I love ranting about this stuff. I'm not actually pissed off. That's my Aries communication when we're talking about astrology. It's just Aries comes out a little hot, you know. I can get a little fiery. I'm not pissed. I'm calm as shit inside. I still have my love feeling going on. Thank you, Brenda from Vegas. Thank you. Oh, emotional alchemy is a healing modality that I developed when I was healing myself from all my trauma and bullshit. It's a way of feeling down deep into your emotions, into your old subconscious stories and belief systems, all the things that keep you held back in fear, all the things that keep you in anxiety and depression and mental disorders and things like that. And then you unpack the old stories, child work, shadow work, stuff like that, and spirituality. You access these old stories, you actually reconnect them to your conscious alpha brainwaves, and then you're able to consciously reprogram the way that you feel so your eyes get bright, you get to enjoy your life. It's great. If you're interested, please do sign up on my website. Daniel gets passionate about it because he's lived and seen it. Yeah, I've been in the depths of it, man. Been right in the depths of it. It's ever since I was a little baby. And it was highly wounding. Go look on my Instagram. Go to my profile, hit the Instagram link in my link tree, scroll way back. There's even pictures of like my guitar stuff on church stages and things like that. Scroll way back, you'll see it. Previous to like 2017. I was still playing, even though I'd like I totally disconnected from. Listen to the podcast episode, Why I Left Christianity. Oh, yep. You'll get the idea. Listen to that podcast episode. If you guys need help healing your shit and being free and living in the giant energetic mush of God, which is not a man with a face, and it is not the sun, and it is not anything. It's just all of it. It's the feeling of all of it that you have, and you translate through your ego. And anytime there is an idol for it, it is just an idol describing exactly how you feel. So learn how to feel your shit. If you want to be clear, if you want to enjoy it, if you want to be whole, if you want to arrive and transcend and do all the spiritual shit. All right? Just remember, you don't got to have a crystal in your ass to do it. You don't got to go to church to do it. You just got to be in your moment. You got to be here now. You hear the Ram Dass thing? You do that. You learn to do that. And you have all of it. It's all your perception. And your perception is how you feel. So you learn how to feel. Yeah? Okay. I do enjoy the job of helping people feel. I've heard of Jason Bateman. People say things like that. I don't know him, though. What's your story in a nutshell? What kind of business are you in? I'm in the business of helping people heal. I do emotional alchemy, which is, like I've been saying a few times, a modality for helping people unpack of their old stories and traumas and bullshit so they can get to a space of freedom and enjoying their life. I love it. I do client calls every day. Not every day. I take some days off. I usually can do about 2 or 3 a day, and then I'm totally spent. It's just very emotionally draining for me, but I love it. It's like the joy of my life. And I'm teaching Sarah and I, my lady who also is working in it, and will be coming on full time next month doing it, are writing up a curriculum to train other people how to do it, so we can just keep spreading it out there And it's not like a big long therapy thing. It's like you blast some shit open and you learn how to start healing yourself, and then you're free. So if any of you want to get free and start like loving yourself and actually enjoying your life and get out of all your mental bullshit, like hit up the fucking website and let's all get free together. It'll be fun. What's with the starseed hat? What kind are you? I'm just the kind that wears a pink hat that a hippie friend gave me. But people tell me, people of all sorts of hippies have told me that I'm from, whatever, Lemuria or whatever the dog planet is, and Sirius, and everybody's got their own definite definition of something, and that's just their ego trying to explain the greater sense of all, of God. It's an idol. Like, be here in this moment in human school, because all you have is your perception. In anything, you go run outside of your perception and go astral project at your starseed and you shove your crystal up your ass. You still come back here in human school and try to explain it through your ego. Run off into the DMT realm, take your toad, go get blasted the fuck out, feel all of the energy. And all you're feeling is all of the energy of it, and you still have to come back and translate it through your ego, which is why you can't explain why you went through the hole or whatever the light being was you felt. You were just feeling more of the energy of it, of all. So just quiet your damn mind, learn to feel your feelings, be in your moment for this iteration, because you're going to come back around and do it again 1 billion times, all over again, every single fucking time. And it's all happening right now in this very moment. And it's just your ego that thinks you're anything separate than that. And it's just your ego that causes you all the pain of your experience. So learn to feel your damn feelings and just be here. Yeah, it's more a holistic version of therapy. Yeah, basically, kind of. It's not therapy. It's feeling shit. The things that you block all the time. It's learning how to get a grip on your reality, which is completely yours. Daniel, may we get a resonating gong? There's some spirit for you. Hello from Tucson. Hello there. Love your videos. Send a positive vibes. So much love. All right, guys. Have a couple little dingers here. Breathe some nice breaths. Remember, if you were here for the love spell, still burning. Keep that generating in you. You can hold that all the time. It's all good and beautiful. You're amazing. I love you. I do like it when I get all worked up, because all the good stuff comes out then. Like, it's funny. I'm not actually pissed off. I'm just passionate. So, take some breaths. You're all doing great. That frequency is approximately 433 hertz. Average. I ran it on a spectrum analyzer because I was curious. Right when you ding it, it goes up into 470 something hertz, and then as it tapers off, it gets a little bit lower down into like the high 300s. So it's right at about 432, which is the resonant frequency of the earth, which is why it feels nice to like keep your hands in the dirt and stuff. It's like energetic CBD. It's giving all your atoms a little back rub. Nice little oil rub down for all your atoms. So take some of that with you. Remember to love yourself. Remember that you are not intrinsically wicked. You are perfection in process. And every single discomfort you feel is nothing more than your ego thinking that you are separate from the whole. So be in this moment. Learn to love yourself deeply. I love you. There's a spell. Witchcraft. And I'm going to go to bed. Now that it's 10:40, great. I was going to go to bed at like 9:30. You bastards. Love y'all. Good night.